straight to the clone, gives all its AP to the clone. Now, what is the clone going to do? It's going to give some resistance to the main body. Going to heal up. Oh, it's got keeping contact on. Now, that's a very risky passive for the mask. Keeping contact gives you resistance and damage if you end your turn next to an ally or an enemy. Can make a mask incredibly bulky, unsuspectedly bulky.
Ah, it looks like we are back.
Fecker manages to get out of that little trap right there. Red Fecker is seemingly in a lot of trouble. It's going to try and shield up its allies, but itself is in a bit of an issue here. Deep Blue is going to burn that AP turn buff. Going to try and burst through that Sedida.
Yeah. Pulling
oh, can it break through? Sacrias, they're very hit or miss. They either do it or they really don't do it. And it looks like the Sacria just didn't do it this time.
Unfortunately not.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. This Sacria seems to live and die by that burst damage, and it's just not enough to burst through the city. The city's just far too strong in this meta game.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Absolute massive amount of tankiness, shielding, healing. Honestly, I'm expecting the Sadia here to just get back up as if nothing even happened.
Nope. I am fully expecting the city to get to full health and full shield. It's very interesting. Oh. Ooh.
Looks like they're blocking the Sacria.
Now that is a terrible position to be in, right there.
Oh, never mind. They left one spot open. Maybe they're planning to put something else in that spot.
That Sedida doesn't want to be caught on the canine glyph. It might have been a heat of the moment play, but if this, I feel like this Legionette can break through the Sedida. Break through the Sacria right here. It's below 50%. It's 30, 35, 40% health with a little bit of shield. I don't think it's enough to break through, enough to survive this Legionnaire onslaught. If the Legionnaire can keep up its werewolf form, then this looks like it's game over.
Damn, we're already up at turn 8 and still not a single death just yet. I'm definitely interested to see who ends up going down first. Will it be another Sadia? Will it be Sacria? At this point, I'm thinking it might be a repeat of last time. The Sacria definitely looks like he's going to be in trouble though. right now, just standing on the glyph, surrounded by the Sadi and the Oganok.
Oganak has got it back.
I love how we just have the ultra powerful dolls just sitting in the in the corner by themselves doing
You know what?
doing their own
It's a
thing.
very good
They're just like, you know
It's a
what?
very
Fuck
good
everyone
play,
else. We're just gonna fight each other. I'm honestly just really excited to see this Sacrius turn here, considering how I don't think the Sacria is surviving right now. Oh,
I
did I
don't
speak
think
too
Sakura
soon?
can survive. Sakura's shielded up some. It's gotten itself out of the way. Can it get itself away enough? I don't think it can. The mask
Welcome.
coming in to take out the Sedita. Can it do it? You know,
That'd be a mess.
I'm
Be a massive
a
deal if you
massive
can.
mask fan. I love a mask. Here it comes. Switching into Psycho Mask. Oh, healing up the Sakura. Oh, switching into Classic
Pretty good
Mask to
idea.
seal up. Instead of taking out the Sakura, I think taking out the Sedita would have ended the match there and then. But they're far too engrossed in this game.
Well, at the end of the day, if they losing the Saudi on their team would definitely be a big play. But if they have to sacrifice the Sakura, maybe they just didn't think it was worth it. Honestly, at this point, I think I'd go for the last ditch effort, killing the Saudi.
Melee. What are you doing? Why would you want to take extra damage melee here? That Sedita cannot escape at all, even if it pushes. Oh, no, the Faker's going to save the Sedita here.
Gotta love it. Also, welcome back, Tea Time Candle and Mark Knox. Thank you for coming back to the stream. Oh, we have Sakura just running away, going straight for the Sadia though. Will he be able to do enough damage? Got backstab and everything. 10 AP on the Sakura left. Can he actually do the damage? Oh, there goes a lot. Oh, and there goes a knockout. There is the Sadia out.
Hey, Sedita goes down, and Sedita, as we've been
and
saying,
it looks like this Sadia is going to take down the rest of this disembody the other Sadia here. Oh, if he can reach. Got one turn off him. And there we go. Disembodied Sadia. Alright, and now we have... Oh, and that is a forfeit, actually. Looks like Team One Piece actually ends up losing the fight, and Team Deep Blue comes out on top. What an
absolute... Hyper defense beats offense. Hyper offense beats balance, but balance beats hyper defense.
That is indeed quite a change. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Team Deep Blue to actually pull out a win. Even though I was rooting for Deep Blue, it is still quite a surprise considering that Team One Piece had gone 6-0 in the group stages. So finally got their loss right in semifinals. Well, it looks like now Team Deep Blue and will be fighting off against Team Potato Tomato. They'll also be fighting in the Quick Jungle map. So if you happen to be in-game as well on Wakfu, you're welcome to go run in there and into Ecoflippus Arena, the Quick Jungle, and check them out too.
We're all in the Ecoflippus Arena, enjoying the most heated fight that Rubilax can offer.
That, I have to say, while that was definitely quite a long fight, fortunately this fight was not as long as the last one, coming in at 9 turns, 49 minutes and 26 seconds. We're 10 minutes off having another full hour fight before this victory.
It's what we were saying about how it differs from Battlefield. Battlefield PvP is 1-2 turn maximum.
Oh yeah.
Whereas this is a much more methodical. Just much more methodical in contrast.
Yeah, well, typically in Battlefields 1, it's actually a 4v4 that you can do for the Battlefield fights. Not only that, typically most people's builds are not actually up to the same level as that we're seeing right now. These teams that we have definitely have the end game of 170 PvP type builds, and that's also why we're seeing these fights go the way they are.
We've got I'm fighting a March monster just as long as the Deep Blue fight was. Yeah, that was it was basically a boss match versus a boss match. Boss versus boss. Yeah, like Spy was saying, at this level it's just people who are the top tier of 170 versus the top tier of 170.
And believe me, Tea Time, I have been there before. I remember the amount of times with my full tank Sakuya running it down in a number of dungeons, and what ended up happening is the rest of my characters all end up dying, and my Sakuya is just there 1v1ing the boss, just slowly chipping away, seeing as he's a full tank, doing barely any damage, but also taking no damage. I remember for I think it was the level 215 boss smasher last year in November. It was December. It was the what was that dungeon called? The turtle dungeon. If I can remember, Scramshell. That's it. No, the Scramshell dungeon.
Troublesome.
Yeah,
dungeon, yeah.
I ended up taking exactly 100 turns to kill the boss. My entire all the team I was playing with died.
This is the final. Everybody give a big shout out to the two teams. We have got Potato Tomato versus Deep Blue in the finals. This is it. This is the match that will decide who is the level 170 champions of Rubilax. We have got the balanced team from Deep Blue with a Masquerader, Sedita, and Sakura. A nice balance of support, damage, and healing, shielding. Versus Potato Tomato's team of just hyper offense with the Enaripsa that switches between support and damage. Kura, what do you think? Traditionally, hyper offense beats balance, but who knows here? What do you think, girl?
I mean, honestly, it's definitely going to be a hard win no matter what. I, of course, have to root for Rook's team, Potato Tomato. I do think the damage coming out from Potato Tomato's team definitely is quite a lot. I think that they actually have a really good chance of just eliminating one of the members really fast. Seeing as we see not only with the fight between you, but just the fight in general with Potato Tomato, they've been pretty much nuking a lot of their fights.
That is it. Yes. The hyper offense coming out of Potato Tomato is just massively overwhelming. It's if you can survive then you might have a chance.
However, considering they're running a Sacria, who typically will want to stay low HP anyway, I'm gonna be honest, the Ika and Hopper Mage definitely will have enough damage to kill.
It's a
Let's head
battle of
over
minds
to.
here, battle of the initiative. You really got to plan your initiative right now. Here we go. The game's going on. Now I'm very torn. Rooks is a good friend of mine, yet Deep Blue is running the Masquerader. I'm very torn between which team I want to.
I get you. Alright. Starting of the fight, positioning phase is beginning.
Either way.
Now the real question here, Tom, is how long do you think this fight will actually end up going for?
Now,
are you thinking we're gonna have a
team gets the upper hand? Then it's gonna be 1 or 2 turns, 3 turns max. But if the balance team manages to keep alive, keep everybody alive, then they're gonna manage to keep it in their ball court. The Hupper Mage is gonna run out of its Wakfu points, its quadra breeze, or whatever it's called. Now, the thing is, when we was watching the 230 stream, it was all about who took out the other team's Enripsa. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
The level 230 was all about who could take out the Enripsa first. So that may be the play here. Both Sedita and Mask have healing capabilities, but really only the Enripsa has healing capabilities in this team. The Echo Flip does have it, but it seems like Potato Tomato is running the Echo Flip very offensively. We're leading off with the Sedita.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's just kind of. Well, looks like Sadia's actually starting to move. Actually, I wonder what we'll see doing. Going to be seeing some trees coming down, some dolls being summoned.
Now that's the thing.
Probably the usual.
If you don't have your own
setup.
Sedita, to match their Sedita, are you going to allow the Sedita to set up? Or are you going to try and focus down his teammates? Now it's got 3 dolls on the field. It's setting up for a 2-turn ultra powerful.
I'm curious, Tom, for you, who would you actually who would you focus if you were on either team? Who do you think is the number one priority to get down?
Well, I haven't versed the Deep Blue team. If I was Rooks' team, I would definitely focus down the Sedita, but the Sedita's playing very defensively. So I'd probably take out the Sakura. The Sakura is the most damage here. You really nerf their damage down if you take out the Sedita. Sedita wants to be low health of its own volition. If you can force the Sedita low health, then you really nerf its ability to do what it wants to do. If I was Deep Blue, I'd definitely be going for that Enripsa. That Masquerader puts up so much shield. He's definitely got some shielding sublimations, shielding armor on right now. That's a lot of shield for a Masquerader. The Masquerader is playing very defensive here. Sedita's looking like it wants to take out the Hover Mage.
Oh, there's a already starting to do some damage on the dolls.
Versus Potato Tomato. I am very on the fence here. I cannot vote here. I am very excited for this match. The Sedita's playing very defensive. You know what? Take out some of the dolls. I'd try and deny that chance to get the ultra powerful up.
Looks like both teams are playing somewhat defensively, though. We've got everyone standing pretty far back. Sakura might be the first one to actually get. Ooh, never mind. Going straight onto that Onto the
Straight for the cat.
cat. That's it.
Ah, now that's a very
Getting
clever
some
play.
good damage.
You both damage the main body and the cat, and you remove the cat's ability to minus resistance.
It is quite
Potato
smart.
Tomato's not too happy about his pet being bullied here.
Definitely not. Taking a bit of extra damage, considering that the Bao Miao has got a little bit lower resistance than Ika Flip.
Keeping nice and far away from that Upper Mage. Upper Mage is going to close the distance. It's going to put itself in danger here. Is it going to light
It's a nice
everybody?
line attack. This might actually be some massive damage coming into the Upper Mage, I think.
Yeah, that's the Upper Mage for you. It does that unexpected. Oh, wow. It's going to throw out that massive AoE.
Got some.
Try and take out all the dolls it can. TI. It's going to take out the greedy.
Oh, no crit coming in.
Oh,
coming in with the Upper Mage, unfortunately.
Upper Mage is going to run away. I'm not sure if that's enough. The Ultra Powerful is going to come in.
This definitely was some pretty big damage, though. Some very nice AoE. Is quite unfortunate. Did not manage to make the crit.
Unfortunately, all the AoE meant nothing. Here comes the Ultra Powerful. It's gonna smack down that. Oh, the tree is moving. I've got a streamer bug going on here. The tree is sliding around. The Ultra Powerful is gonna heal up the Sedita. It's gonna take out the cat also.
Oh no! Looks like
really messing up. Really doesn't want that to happen. It's gonna come in. Oh, that's a huge hit. Just a single hit, but a massive one.
Now.
What was that? That was a nice hit from the Ultra Powerful. It looks like Pocket Cat may have been playing too defensive there. Scared by the balance team.
Very good play from Pocket Cat, bringing everyone together so they can give plus MP to everyone. Oh, and putting the Transcendence on the Sacria, making them completely useless with their AP now.
Completely useless. The Sacria can still do some positioning, but at the same time, just completely neutering.
Very little positioning. Only real thing they can do. Only real thing they can do is realistically use Attraction, or to potentially, if they really wanted to, use Punition, seeing as both of those spells purely cost Wakfu points.
And Masquerade is continuing to be very supportive. Heal up the Sedita, shield up the Sedita.
This Sadia and Masquerade, as you can see, have quite high resistances, almost hitting the cap here. 86, 87% on either one of them.
170, that's very strong.
That's very impressive indeed.
And the Masquerade is pulling out that keeping contact, probably hitting the cat by now with that keeping contact. Cat's going to come in. It wants to do something. It can't attack the Sedita. Can't attack the Sacria. It's probably wanting to keep that Upper Mage safe.
Some pretty big range coming out with this Ika Flip, though, for sure.
For sure. But can the Ika Flip do that much? It's going to get in, try and heal up, shield up that Upper Mage. Upper Mage is actually in a terrible position here. The Sacria with its terrible turn here. No damage taken, no damage inflicted. Is it going to build up some shield? Is it going to lock? No, it's just going to stand there and do nothing. Upper Mage is going to try and put some damage on the Sedita.
Ooh, coming in for the backstab right here, I see. Wonder how much damage we're gonna see coming in here this time.
Not
Upper Mage
sure
doing
that
some
much.
good
The
damage.
Masquerader did boost the Sedita's resistances before it finished its turn.
Oh yeah.
Not enough.
Still quite a good chunk of HP coming in.
A nice chunk, but that's not enough of a chunk on a Sedita.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like maybe Rooks has wasted the Transcendence this turn? Transcendencing the Sacria. Sure, is making the Sacria useless for this fight.
Team. There's not one character that doesn't do damage and doesn't do shielding. It's not... Obviously, it's not as tanky as a defensive team, and it's not as offensive as a hyper-offensive team. But you can't really target one character down. As you see from this ultra powerful, ripped through that Eclipse shields. Potato Tomato has really got to play this upper mage nicely to try and take out one of them.
The Inurips are attacking, generating a bunch of Propagator right now. Just to get a little bit of extra healing. Oh. Very interesting, using the using Crumbly on the Sadia. Good choice, as well as the Incurable on the Sadia, minusing the heal received and armor received by 50%.
Yep, that is going to be a massive game changer here. Basically crippling the city to here. Taking that city from 170 to 155.
They've also put on
here comes the mask.
Propagator.
What is the mask going to do? It can do a lot of things here. It's gonna summon the double. Risky.
About time, turn 3. Ooh, just sacrificing all of it.
Straight to the double.
Yep.
Give that double all the AP it can. It's a very risk-free Masquerader. Gonna switch with the... Also notice how this Masquerade is not running violent pushes. It's really looking to rip that AP from abusive mask. You love to see it. It's ripping the res from that Eclipse. Not going to give the Eclipse back. It's probably a heavy lock mask, seeing as it's in melee. Cat's gonna jump. Cat's gonna jump away, not try and get some damage on the mask there. It's really focusing down the Sedita.
Yep, looks like Rustin is definitely got their plan in action.
He's got a game plan going on here.
Focus the Sadi first. And honestly, if they can get this kill here, this actually could be pretty big.
Probably game, to be honest. Deep Blue has not made much leeway in terms of damage here.
Well, fortunately, we actually have the Hopper Mage coming in straight after this Sacria. Oh, Sacria finally using the Phoenician, going all the way down to 20% HP already. I'm not sure how smart this play ultimately is.
Yep.
But with the Hopper Mage having his turn right now and currently having backstab on that Sacria, or can just straight go for the Sadia, there's two wonderful targets for both. I'm curious what they'll end up going for. But this seems like a very risky move. Oh. Sacria facing properly forward. I think here we're going to see the Hopper Mage actually finish off the Sadia though. If Hopper Mage can do that and disembody, honestly, that's it's looking like it could be it.
I'm saying how crazy this match is compared to the match before. Yeah, that's what you get with tournament PvP.
Definitely. And there is the knockout. Sadia's dead.
Potato Tomato really benefiting from that precise
Ooh.
assassination of the city leader.
Also,
It knows that
smart
that city
play.
is the backbone of the Mask and Sakura. The Mask is
Definitely,
going to have to go full support here and then have not enough power to break through their other core.
definitely a smart play
yeah.
there by Pocket Cat. He was able to also, knowing that his any Ripsters going next in the team, seeing as they start first, was able to use his last hit on the Sakura to do some damage, and then using the any Ripster to actually disembody the Sadia instead. Very smart. I think this might actually be it.
It didn't matter too much to disembody the Sadia. Oh, the Mask could be carrying a revive dance, but
and there we have it. There is the first victory on the final match. Looks like for Team Potato Tomato. Damn, this match has definitely been a quite different match compared to the other ones.
Yeah, like I said, hyper offense counters balance quite nicely.
We're just given the
Deep Blue's gonna have to do some real reorganizing here.
Yeah, if they're going to want to stand a chance, they've got one last opportunity to take this victory and to go to Game 3. Otherwise, it looks like it'll end up going to Team Potato Tomato. We're giving the teams 5 minutes to just get everything sorted before the next fight.
Deep Blue's really got to reorganize their team if they want to win. They really got to. But Deep Blue is also a single player. They've really got to focus, decide what he wants to do, decide how he's going to play.
Yeah. If you could give him some kind of advice.
It's difficult coming out of playing versus a hyper defensive team, but this tournament is no time to take the time to if and ah and ooh and ah. You've really gotta focus down, say what you want to do, stick to it. Most importantly,
yeah.
Deep Blue's balance might have to go more offensive. It can be an offensive team. Sari, Mask, and Sakura can be a very offensive team if he wants to be.
If you could give,
I don't think it can be as defensive as he wants to be. If he was to play very defensively, he might be able to break through Rooks, but I'm not sure if he can. Rooks is just offensive incarnate. We have got the poll results in. It is 70% in favor of Potato Tomato. People very enjoying the offensive team here.
Especially after that fight.
Especially after that fight.
If you could give Team Deep Blue any kind of advice, what do you think? What would you give them? Do you think you'd tell them about a type of focusing?
I'd go very offensive here. I would use the Mask to kidnap the Hopper Mage. The Hopper Mage is the key to Rooks's game plan. Rooks's game plan is to set up the Hopper Mage to do massive damage and then snowball from there. He's kind of baiting it with the Enaripsa, which is very smart. It's a very smart play to bait the Enaripsa. We were saying earlier how the 230 was all decided by who took out the Enaripsa first. So I think Rooks is using that to his advantage and actually having the Hopper Mage as his key piece. Just putting out a ridiculous amount of damage with positioning, always getting that back shot. Sorry. Always getting that always getting that rear advantage. There we go. Yeah, no, I would, if I was Deep Blue, I would be focusing, if I had one more turn against Rooks, I would be focusing that Hopper Mage.
Looks like game 2 is actually underway. We're starting it up now. Going for round 2, where either Team Potato Tomato takes the victory for the finals, or we go into round 3.
We're leading with Potato Tomato. Oh, we're leading with Deep Blue this time. How is Deep Blue going to do this?
Deep Blue Sadia coming in as first. Same as last fight. Probably gonna be doing the same strats, I imagine, setting up her dolls. I wonder if this time we'll be able...
That would be a terrible mistake to make, to play the same game plan.
Well, I wonder if this time, if they did go to the same game plan, whether or not Potato Tomato's Hopper Mage will get the crit to actually kill the dolls. Oh. Okay.
It seems rip some res. Oh, Rooks is going extra offensive this time. City is playing extra defensive, gonna set up those dolls. This is what I was saying. A very good defense is the ultimate counter to a hyper offense. Balanced loses to hyper offense, but hyper defense beats hyper offense. See, even a trade between the Masquerader and the Hopper Mage would be massive. All the dolls are hiding.
So in that case, Tom, what would you rather be? Would you rather be an what was it? Hyper offensive or hyper defensive? What's your preferred type of playstyle?
Well, if I was versing a hyper defensive team, I would prefer to be a balanced team. But if I was versing a hyper offensive team, I would prefer to be a hyper defense team. It's like a rock, paper, scissors almost.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
Ooh, I can feel it playing very nicely, switching that cat in.
We have Queso saying, just goes to show the Saudi ain't all that. I agree. Looks like the Saudi will come on losing.
Oh, Queso, I love it. I love the vibes. Absolute mood.
Yeah. Though it looks like on the other side of things, any Ripsa is all that, seeing as they're the ones winning it, yeah.
Deep Blue. I'm worried Deep Blue is focusing down the cat too much. That Masquerader is sitting at only just below 70 res. That's pretty low for this kind of playstyle.
Not to worry, Masquerade obviously can buff up their resistance quite a fair bit.
It can do, if given the opportunity, which Just doesn't seem to be that way. It looks like it's sending in the Sacria for a sacrificial pawn. I don't see Deep Blue getting out of this safely. That Sacria has only got 60% resistance.
60%.
60%. It's not looking good. And 7,000 HP. Wait, what?
Oh, I think you've got a stream spectator bug. Sacria's got 74% actually and 15,000 HP. He is chilling.
You might have after the minus 120 elemental resistance. After the cat debuffs.
No, as we're showing on stream.
Oh no, the cat the Sakura is sitting mid-70s, that's right, you are right. That Sakura is not where it wants to be though. Everyone's gonna gang up on the Sakura. That is gonna
we got the Crumbly coming on the Sakura.
Crumbly. Delayed propagator 100 level ready.
Do you think that Pocket Cat is gonna go for the Sacria first this time instead of the
I can't
Sadia?
imagine it not going for the Sacria. He's played Deep Blue like a fiddle and tricked them into letting the Sacria be open. The Sacria is going to be the main damage output.
Well, it looks like here comes Ultra
might come in. Ultra Powerful has almost got 90 in reserves, so it's almost at the level cap.
Almost.
But
indeed.
I don't see it doing too much. I don't see it doing too much here.
Alright. What's everyone's bet on how many turns this takes? I want to see in chat some numbers. Is it going to take 4 turns, 5 turns, 3 turns? How fast are we thinking? How about you, Tom? How many turns do you think this match is gonna go for before we get a victory?
If Potato Tomato keeps this up, then I can only see it lasting 2 or 3 more turns.
Oh, Apo saying 6 turns. 7 turns, okay.
7 turns even. We're currently on turn 1.
What, turn 2?
Sakura's in a terrible position here.
Definitely is not looking hot for the Sakura. But here comes the Eco Flip damage. I wonder if the Eco Flip can do a one-shot here. Oh, some massive damage coming out.
The Eco Flip is nasty. You never know if it's before Eco Flip.
KO. It might be. I'm pretty sure he has a KO.
It might be. It might be.
So close.
Here we go.
And that is it.
A knockout.
Sakura down.
The Masquerader can revive it.
Well, he can indeed, but that's assuming they can get down there. Oh, I guess Masquerade does have...
It's a risky play, yeah. That was what I was saying before, leaving the Masquerader out.
Yeah, they've got... If the Masquerade goes down to revive...
Out, rather.
Yeah, the Masquerade goes down to revive here. It also puts them in the middle of Pocket Cat's team.
Yep.
Or Potato Tomato's team. With no way of escaping otherwise. Worst yet, Harper Mage will be next as well. And Harper Mage can do some good damage. Probably AoEing them both.
Fast Sign, that's the weak healing spell. It is going to try and lock up that. See, that's the thing. I think Darth Blue is focusing too much on the summons. that Hopper Major is going to come in and re-kill that Sakura very easily.
Yeah, let's hope that's what we see here.
That Sakura's back is wide open.
Definitely. However, with the Masquerade has just buffed the Sakura's resistance all the way up to 81%. As we're seeing now in the stream, is quite impressive. So we'll see how much damage will actually get put out. Well, interestingly enough, we're actually seeing damage onto the Masquerade. It looks like the killing of the Sakura was just a bait to get the Masquerade down here from Team Potato.
Well, Deep Blue has got 2 revives on their team, but I'm not sure it's enough.
Well, if we see the Eco Flip having its turn next after the Sadia, the Eco Flip will be able to go share onto the Masquerade and do some massive damage. And if he's able to kill the Masquerade,
is going to try and take out the Eneripsa. Eneripsa sitting at 80 resistance. I'm not sure the Sakura is going to be able to put out enough damage.
Also, yes, Tea Time Candle. Deep Blue does indeed have a double revive with the Masquerade and the Sadia. However, so does Potato Tomato, coming in with the Eneripsa, and the Eco Flip actually has a revive too.
And transcends the ultra powerful.
Interesting pick. Actually, quite good considering. I think right here.
Cool play. Yes.
I think right here is where everything's going to be decided on this turn. With this Eco Flip's turn right here, I think Eco Flip's going to do some big damage onto this Masquerade, and I think it might call it as the end.
I can't imagine.
This is looking all well set up for Potato Tomato. It's looking like it has just been a pure setup, trap after trap, and I think they might be pushing out the victory on it.
Masquerader sitting at under 80% resistance and at 7,000 health. It's very likely that the cat's going to be able to take this out.
Nope. Don't count it out just yet, though. We still have the Sadia to come in. Maybe Sadia can come in and give a little bit of healing. I don't think that the Sadia dolls will actually be able to get down there. They've got the Hopper Mage and the Hopper Mage and the Coney blocking the way. Oh, okay. Now let's see if Pocket Cat has the damage. Oh, and gets to go get some backstab. Oh, this is not looking good for Team Deep Blue. This Masquerade is a dead Masquerade as far as I can see.
This looks like a dead Masquerade to me.
It's looking like it's going to be a double KO.
Gambling. Let's go gambling.
There's the double KO. We got Masquerade down, as well as the Sakura completely out of the fight. And there we have it. That is actually the final victory completed. We have Team Potato Tomato coming out on top and actually winning the level 170.
That is our champion.
Battle. That was quite an exciting match at the end there.
We've got our hyper offensive, proving that the most offensive plays are the best offensive plays.
If anything, I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm gonna message Rooks and ask him, hey, can you give me your build? Let me make it real quick. Then I can take on everyone.
On the voice chat with us, but he is a bit shy. He's a shy guy.
But nonetheless, congratulations, Pocket Cat. Congratulations on winning this low 170 bracket as the PvP champion for 170.
The Rubilax champion. Congratulations. I wonder how he's
Absolutely
feeling.
crazy. I mean, it'd definitely be feeling good winning the 100 million comma. Easiest 100 million
yeah,
comma
yeah.
for him.
Let's have a confession. Chat,
Well,
how would you spend the winnings if you had won? Screaming, yes. Thank you, Season Candle. How would you spend the money? Screaming. Yes, probably me too, you know?
Yep. Unfortunately, we will have to end it there, though.
GG's, a
That
lot of
was
GG's in the chat for Rooks.
better gear. Yeah, well, thank you all for watching the Rubilax Wakfu World Cup. We hope to see you again tomorrow for the level 230 PvP Wakfu Rubilax World Cup as well. Be our final match for this whole thing. We will be crowning the 230 champion. So stay tuned tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Paris time, GMT +2, and we will see you there.
See you all tomorrow. Thank you to the participants. Thank you to the coordinators. Thank you to the referees. Thank you to us. And most importantly, thank you to Aroma for getting all of this together. All right. Wakfu World Cup. We'll see you tomorrow. But for today, Wakfu World Cup out.